hang in there with one another. When things don't look pretty, and it's never a pretty win, okay? But it is a win. Hey, listen, it took all 60 minutes. It took every man in this room to get this thing done, okay? There is no quit in this team.
Eagles head coach Doug Peterson there, now 5-0 on TNF, and we have Carson Wentz joining us now after a big 34-27 win over these Packers. And Carson, when you think about this week leading up to it, obviously 2 disappointing losses back-to-back, short week, all of the injuries, and then you have to be on the road in prime time at Lambeau Field against the Packers. This is a lot of stuff, a lot of build-up here. What was the mindset in that locker room kind of in the run-up of this game?
For sure. I mean, it's always tough on a Thursday night to get ready to go, especially, you know, your body's first and foremost. But coming off of the 2 losses, I think it was beneficial for us to be able to just put those behind. It's hard to focus with my fans right now. But
whatever would you be laughing about right now?
I don't know if they can hear that at home. But.
Well, if you can't hear the Eagles fans, which is about 15 rows worth of fans,
maybe more,
and saying Dallas sucks, and Carson is laughing. Carson, head into this season, there's been a lot of noise that has been made about what is missing with this Eagles team. How have you personally, been the leader of this team, been able to block out that noise?
Yeah, I mean, that's just been my mindset since I came into the league, is just blocking out all the expectations. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. I just put my head down and go to work. And, you know, we've done an amazing job. Howie Roseman putting together this offense and this defense as well. And I got a lot of weapons. You know, we've been shorthanded a little bit here and there, but guys are stepping up, making plays. It was good to come out with a win tonight.
Carson, the first 3 games of the season, you guys kind of started a little bit slow. You played much better in the second half. So I sat in the set before the game started, and I said, you know what? I want to see Carson Wentz be the spark that ignites this team in the first half. I want to see him make a big play, or maybe make a big forearm shiver to one of those defenders. And Michael said, he can't put his life on the line. He needs to get down. I said, no, what? I want to see Carson run somebody over. I said, not a D lineman, maybe a DB. Get that team excited early on, and that's exactly what you did. So I want to say thank you. But I also have a question.
Yep.
Did you go into this game with the mentality of, I need to do something to create a spark for this offense to get us going, because we need to have a great second half? Because if we can play like we did in the second half in those first 3 games, as I pat myself on the back, in the first half, we can really be a special team.
Yeah, I mean, we came in tonight, you know, first of all, we knew that's a good Packers defense. So we came in tonight with just the mindset to be balanced. The big guys up front really took care of business. I mean, what do we end up with, 170-some rushing yards?
You guys ran the ball well.
And so for me, that makes my life so much easier, and we can spread the love. And so guys made plays when we need to make them. It was a big win.
After you ran that guy over, did your coach say anything to you? Did Doug say, hey, man, maybe just one of those, but we're good on that. You can get down from now on.
I'm sure I'll hear about it on Monday when we come back in.
Carson, a lot of people will say this is one of 16 during the regular season, but this game has had a different meaning and felt like it had something different. You guys were down a lot of men in this game. I saw guys like Elshon Jeffrey coming out. You could tell he wasn't totally healthy, but he was giving it up for his teammates. I said earlier that this is the kind of game that you can put a stake in and say, we fought back and we will never give up.
The crowd is just booing the crowd out of you right now.
They don't want to hear from Irv.
Let's be professional and hear what he has to say. Go ahead. What do you say to that, Carson?
I mean, it's a huge win for us, obviously.
Yes.
Going 2-2 versus 1-3 is huge in this league. Being able to do this on the road against a really good Packers team, Thursday Night Football, everything about it, you know, is really tough. So to come on the road, to fight, scratch, and claw the way we did, to get the defense step up twice at the end there, that's huge for us. And now we can hopefully go on a roll.
The defense stepping up the way that they did with all of the injuries, how nice is that for you to be on the sideline and see them making all of these plays and knowing that they got your back like that?
That's huge. You know, it was twice at the end there. You know, it was, you know, they're down in the goal line 2 different times. They got the stop, and then offensively we weren't able to get it done and finish it off. So, you know, it went back to the defense, and, you know, we're all biting our nails on the sideline. There's nothing we can do, and the defense stepped up, made a heck of a play.
Can you put your finger on why the slow starts have been for the Philadelphia Eagles?
It's hard to say. You know, it's a combination of a lot of things. You know, tonight, you know, just a couple missed execution things here and there. But, you know, they did some good things defensively. That's a good defense, and, you know, we got to figure it out late.
What was the message Coach Peterson talked to you guys before this game? Because as the media, we came into this game saying this is maybe possibly a must-win game.
Yeah, I mean, coach has been optimistic all week. You know, I think, you know, the last 2 games, yeah, we lost them both, but we're right there. We're right there, and there's just a play here and there. And you know how it is. That's how it is every single week in the NFL. It's one play here or there that can make or break a ball game. So we knew we had a heck of a team, a heck of an opportunity here. We were able to turn around quick, which I think helped us flush those last 2 games and come out with a big win tonight.
Coming into this season, prior to that, you've been injured pretty much 2 years in a row. What did you do this offseason going in that made you feel pretty good about yourself?
Yeah. For me, it's just been a big off-season makeover, from nutrition to sleep to how I work out, a lot of mobility, just different things to take care of my body. I think it's kind of the natural transition for athletes throughout their career as they get older and they go through some injuries to really find what works for them. And I've had some really good people in my corner that have helped me get to this point.
How far out did you know that when Alshon Jeffrey was going to play tonight, and how big was that for you to have him?
I mean, I had a pretty good feeling all week talking to him, but it's still up in the air until tonight. So having him out there, I mean, he might only had a couple catches, but his presence is felt. Whether he has a couple or goes off, his presence is always felt out there, and that was a big spark.
There were big third down catches, though. There were big third down catches. Carson, a lot of talk about you getting back to your MVP form. How do you feel you're playing right now?
Physically, I feel good. Without a doubt, there's plays out here. I'm already ready to go watch the film and see what the heck I screwed up and where we can improve. But, physically, I feel good, and I think we're just going to build off this offensively and get this thing rolling.
The Packers lead the NFL coming into this game in turnovers. They're in the top 3 in sacks. You knew they were going to be a disruptive defense. You guys held them. No turnovers, no sacks tonight. Was there any schematic emphasis going into this game on getting the ball out quickly, trying to focus on more RPOs, trying to focus on running the football so that you wouldn't allow the Packers to make any of those big plays they've relied on the first 3 games?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that's kind of the MO on a short week in general. It's just, play fast, simplify it, do what you do best and just go. And so to be able to do what we did best out here tonight, put up 34 points, make some plays the way we did, that was a good mindset going into this week.
Last week, Aaron Rodgers said that after he wasn't sacked in the game, he said that he was going to go watch some Eagles tape and drink some scotch. So what are your plans now after you got the win here?
I'm excited to just have 3 days.